Security at the cripple home ain't that tight. Pow, 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 bang. Henry Lynn, we job to the sternum of Nero Padilla, my companionator. Welcome back to Fog Entertainment, and we're here talking about, did Nero make the correct call? Let's put it in your shoes here, Nero's shoes. So, of course, Suns retaliate pretty much early season 7 against the Chinese. The Chinese then retaliate, end of 4, going into 5. Nero tells Borowski about what happened at Diosa. Colette's dead. You know the score. And then, of course, what happens? I'll tell you what happens. The Chinese were watching this entire time. So the Chinese ultimatum is, well, you side with us, and here, we'll spare your son if you give us Jax. But if you don't do that, then we're going to kill you, your son, and the rest of your family, amigo. And you know what, though? It's like, it would be very intriguing to see what would have happened, though, if, like, they didn't get the Chinese. Would Alvarez have been on board with Lin, killing Alvarez and his son, and things like that? As we've seen how the conversations went between the crews. In episode 6, Alvarez kind of points out to the fact, well, you know what? You betrayed my crew, Holmes, and that can't go unanswered. Sort of talk. So I think it would have been very intriguing. What would have happened? I mean, that would have began a rift between the Chinese and the Mexicans, man. But I mean, we can debate who Nero should have chose, but Jax is like family, man. Like, even if you take out the equation, right, that Nero was going with Gemma, it's like, is it still not much a better option aside with Samcro? Jax is obviously a lot more compassionate, and Nero would obviously know that the Suns wouldn't, go to such lengths as to killing his son if he went against them. But then at the same time, the threat for the Suns isn't exactly, that large, which in itself would have caused, I guess, a few headaches. All in. But then, it's a tough situation, but Nero made the correct call, didn't he, folks? I mean, what else could he have done? You know what I mean? Side with the Chinese. I mean, Jax basically explained it all to him, went, if you're going to go to the other side, at least give us a heads up, sort of thing. It was kind of fine with it. Thing is, so is that Jax laying it on thick? When he explains everything that happened with Tara, etc., is Nero really expect it to just absolutely risk it for a biscuit? Probably not. Once Jax reveals that, the Chinese killed Tara and Gemma's seen it, it's like, that in a month of Sundays just is never ever going to happen. Once that, I remember watching it for the first time, and Nero sat down with the Chinese. I'm sitting there thinking, nah, there's no way, man. There's no way, Jose, that Nero's going to side with the Chinese. I know, and then he sits down with them, but I kind of guessed it was a setup here. They got to put that wee bit of intrigue in there. But Lin probably should have had some contingencies put in place. He could have went and got Nero's son, for example, and be like, well, it's not that tight down at the cripple home, and I've also got your son, so if you try anything dodgy, then it's going to be bang bang good night for you, sort of thing. But obviously that's out the window, that's out the equation, and that didn't happen. But we all love Nero. I think you'll struggle to find someone that's a fan of Sons of Anarchy and not be fond of Nero, because he's like genuinely one of the good guys, even if he did like killing people. That's what I do, that's what he did do. So leave it down below, folks. Sons of Anarchy Season 7 Fury. Till then, peace.